Hi, it's Nini. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing something very exciting. I'm doing another 24-hour reading challenge. I did this a while ago. I enjoyed it. I feel like you guys enjoyed it. People enjoy it. Like 24-hour reading challenges. It's fun. It's currently 10:13, Tuesday, April 18th. I have to do this today because I don't have school tomorrow. And then on Thursday, I get all of my subjects for my first exam. So after that I need to study non-stop for my exam that is May 2nd. I also have another exam May 16th and then another one from May 22nd to May 24th. So the whole of May, and technically from Thursday until the end of May, will just be studying. Because I'm scared. My first time really having exams. Like 10th grade I did have an exam, but that wasn't that serious. Now, like, my whole career is dependent on it, which is terrifying. But anyways, I'm doing this now. I'm very excited. It's going to be so much fun. I want to share some of the books that I am planning to read. Obviously not going to read all of them because there's quite a few. But these are the ones that I'm going to choose from. There's some books I really want to read. I have The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas. I'm not sure if I'm going to read this because I watched a reading vlog yesterday of someone reading this and saying like it's the cousin from The Spanish Love Deception, and I haven't read that one, so I don't know if I should read that one first. I'm gonna do some research on that. I also have Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I recently read The Do-Over by Lynn Painter and I loved it. I loved like the writing, the plot, like the evolvement of everything. I think that's the right word. So I'm very excited for this. I've also heard a lot of great things about it. People love it. And I really like the author. So I think I'm going to read that one. I'm pretty sure. Then I have Before Your Memory Fades. I have read the first 2 books in this series and I want to finish it off. So this is also a very short book. So it's great for this type of video. Next I have You'll Be the Death of Me by Karen M. McManus. I've read 2 of her books and they were both 5 stars to me, so I'm very excited to do this. I really like her writing as well, and I feel like this type of mystery is what I used to read as a child, so like this is it's really great. I like it, so I'm very excited to read this one as well. I also have Love on the Brain and Loath to Love You by Ellie Hazelwood. I read The Love Hypothesis a while ago and I loved it, so I bought her 2 other books. She probably have more, but these are the ones I own. I'm going to read this one first, and then this one is a collection of 3 novellas, I believe. I don't really know what else to say because I don't want to talk too much about them. Haven't really read the back of them, but I am like very certain that I will be reading these in this video. And then we're getting out of my comfort zone a bit. We've got We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I don't know much about it, but I know that people love it. Probably going to read it. And then The Silent Patient by Alec something. I don't remember exactly what it's about, but I remember reading about it and I was really intrigued. So I hope I get to it. I have... How many books do I have? 8 books. Technically 11 because that one is 3 stories. I will not be reading them all, but I like having options. So let's get started. The last time I did it, I started a timer for 24 hours, paused it every time I didn't read, so that it only counted the time I was actually reading. This time I'm trying it the other way, so I'm starting at 11 today, and then I'm done at 11 tomorrow. So we're seeing how many books I've finished in 24 hours. So we'll figure out which way I like doing it more.
Our resort. I wanted to show you the room before we...
I should probably update you. I just woke up. It's a little over 10, I think. I went to bed last night. I couldn't stay up. I made an egg. I'm eating and watching YouTube, and then when I'm done, I think I'm gonna go outside and read. Yeah, I'll talk more about the books when I'm outside. I'm outside now. It's cold. It's 9 degrees. I was expecting it to be a little bit warmer, When I got home from school yesterday, I was outside in just a t-shirt. Obviously that was later in the day, so it makes sense, but it's 9 degrees. It's going to get a little bit warmer later, so I might be outside then too. But I have my mom's jacket, I also got a blanket, and now I'm going to read. Usually I will only read one book at a time, but I think I'm going to do a little tandem read. Is that what it's called? I think it is. It's coming a car. Please don't look at me. Don't park up here. It's my neighbor. Fuck. My neighbors moved out, but they're still here sometimes to just fix up the house. But like, I don't want anyone to look at me while I'm reading. Or filming. That's the problem. When I'm reading, that's fine. But I'm going to continue Pride and Prejudice and also read Love on the Brain. So here I'm going to start with Love on the Brain. No one listens to music, so I never read while listening to music. No, I never listen to music while reading, so I don't know if I will be able to focus, but we're gonna try. Listen to this. Been giving private lessons to rich, spoiled Portuguese boys during the day until I make enough to fly to Norway. I love this. I love this. I'm in Norway. I feel like it makes sense if Levi, but however you say it, is the other account. This is the second mention of Norway, so I would like to point that out. You should read this book. I really enjoy it. I'm on page 113, and I'm not planning on leaving this couch until I finish it. Hi, it's later now. I was going to tandem read. I'm still not sure if that's the right word, but I'm pretty sure it is. This one and Pride and Prejudice. That did not happen. I just couldn't put the book down. This one is so good, and Ali Hazelwood is definitely one of my favorite authors. Like I think I mentioned earlier, The Love Hypothesis was my favorite book, but this one is so much better. And I was a little afraid because I've seen some bad reviews of this saying it wasn't as good as the first one, but I love this one even more. Like, I'm so happy. Go read this one. This book is about Bee and Levi. I don't know if I'm saying the name. Yeah? Okay, earlier I got interrupted by my dad, who was coming upstairs. And I don't want to film when he can hear me. I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but what I was getting at was that I forgot that I had a meeting today. So I had to go eat, shower, and then go to the meeting. And then the people at the meeting, like, they don't know when to stop. So the meeting started late because we were talking, and then afterwards we were talking. Then we came back home, we were hungry again, so we ate. And now it's 10:45. So I'm thinking that since I didn't start this video, well, I didn't start reading until this morning. I only read Pride and Prejudice last night, so I'm not gonna count that in this video. So I started reading this morning, and then I had like 12 hours this day, and then I'm gonna do 12 hours tomorrow. I have to go to school tomorrow, so it won't be like full 12 hours, but I'll read for a little bit before school, and then also after school. Yeah, that's my plan. Because it's gonna be 24 hours. I don't think that's cheating, like, it's fine, because when people do like a timer and pause it every time they read, it obviously takes longer, so I'm doing like a mixture of both ways of doing this. So right now I'm going to read one book in Loath to Love You. I think the first one is Under One Roof. I think I'm bringing both of these to school tomorrow, so I'll see which one I read there. But anyways, it's time to read and then go to bed, because I do have to be up early and I have to prioritize school, especially now that exams are coming up. But yeah, I'll talk about that in another video. So let's get to reading. That happened fast. I'm not used to this, especially not from her. And I'm definitely gonna keep reading, because this is something. And then comes the 6 months ago. Why? I want to know what happens. This author's obsession with Norway is really making me happy. Like, I am Norwegian, I live in Norway, always have, born and raised, and I feel like I get very, very excited every time Norway is mentioned in like movies and television. It doesn't really happen in books that often. I've never seen it in a book. But then I read this and she mentioned Norway like 6 times, and now she did it in this one as well. Makes me very happy. I love her. I love her. I love her. And I love her. This is very annoying. That wasn't better. I'm home. I'm going to read. Honestly, I don't want to read. I want to study for my exam, which is in less than 2 weeks. And it's terrifying. But I'm at least going to finish Under One Roof. Like, this angle is not good. So, sorry. Okay, I finished Under One Roof, so I have 2 more books in this one. I don't think I'm going to read them right now. They are very simple reads, that's why I love Ali Hazelwood's writing and her books, and basically all of like the simple, basic romance stories are what I enjoy, especially since I'm more of a fantasy reader. I prefer fantasy. They can get very tiring, so having something like this in between is really good. I also read these a lot faster than other books because I don't really have to think much. I can just relax and not worry about anything. Even though Ali Hazelwood's books are heartbreaking. Every single time I go through like every single emotion. It's anger, love, heartbreak, love. And always she does this to me, and I love her. I don't know how I want to rate it yet, so I kind of want to give her 5 stars, keep up the Ali Hazelwood 5-star streak, because I did really love it, but I don't know, because I don't know. It's either going to be 4 or 5 stars, or somewhere in between. It's definitely not lower. But I think I'm gonna just think about it for a while, and then start Before Your Memory Fades, the 3rd book in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. I'm very excited to read this one as well and just finish the series. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the whole book right now, but I'm at least gonna do the first part, because it's this series, every book is split into 4 parts. The first one is always need to do this. It's my attempt at not cracking the spine. This one is pretty small though, so I probably won't crack the spine anyways. This is an interesting question. If you could go back, who would you want to meet? This book is about time travel, if you didn't know. It's about I haven't read this one yet, but the series is about a cafe where there's one seat where you can travel back in time. There's a few rules. One of them is that you have to sit in that specific seat the whole time. You can't leave it, then you will go back. You have to finish the coffee before it gets cold, or unless you're... read the book. There's a lot of rules. That one's the fun rule when it gets explained. That's not the point. I'm gonna read this. First story. The thing I like about the second and third book, you get like a map. It's not a map, but it's kind of a map. It's like a family tree relationship map of characters. That's what it's called. So it was a map to just understand how they're connected. Are there anyone that's from the previous books? Now I'm confused. Kasu? Oh, never mind. Found it, figured it out. But didn't you have a child? Where's your child? That's probably... Never mind, I'm just gonna read. This is very confusing. The first part is called The Daughter. It's from page 1 until 77. So I'm just gonna read this and then we'll talk later. You've got that James Dean daydream look in your eye, and I got that red lip classic thing that you like, and when we go crashing down, we come back every time. We never go out of style. We never go out of style. My window is really dirty. I want to show you something. On what day was it? Last Friday, maybe? No. When was it? Last Friday. We planted seeds, I guess. This is a cup of... these ones are beans. One of them has, like, whatever. I don't know what it's called. You can see that it started growing. Where is it? There. And then there's peas and sunflower seeds, and they're starting to grow. And then this one, we made like this really cute paper pots. This one started growing as well. It's also a sunflower. No, this is a pea. This one's a sunflower, but I don't know if it's grown yet. It has nothing to do with this video, but I'm very excited about it, if you can tell. Like, these ones have grown a lot. Even more than yesterday. I'm so excited. But yeah, now I'm gonna read. So I've been editing this video today and I realized I never actually ended it. So here's a little overview over every book I read and what I rated it. The first book I read was Love on the Brain by Ellie Hazelwood. I personally love her writing. Her stories are just so simple, easy to read, and you're like entertained throughout the whole story. There's so many emotions. Like, you feel everything. I gave this 5 stars. I love her books. She's one of my favorite authors, and her romance books are there's not a single romance book that I love more than her books, so I highly recommend. The next book I read is another book by Ellie Hazelwood. It's Under One Roof, the first novella in Loath to Love You. I gave that one 5 stars as well. So far, every single book I read by her has been a 5-star read, so I do recommend this one as well. This is obviously shorter, and this one was a little different because you started like in the story and then you got back in time and got the build-up, which I thought was pretty interesting. And also, if you like spicy books, this one. The last book I read in this video was Before Your Memory Fades, the last book in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. I gave this 4 stars. I was a little confused in the beginning because it was set in a different place, but the more I read, I got into the story and I understood it, and I'm very excited to read more of this if another book comes out, which I think it should. Like, the story can't end like this. I need more, so hopefully we get another book soon. I will definitely buy it if we do. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, lovers. That was really bad. We're gonna do that again. Peace out, lovers.